I don't know if I talked to you before or afterwards, but yeah, so it's gonna be a battle of the minds later on because he feel like he could shut me up with one word. With one word, he feel like he could shut me up. He bet me $100 that he could shut me up, and this is what he rather fucking do. And but it's our fault because we don't pick him. Why would I want to pick you? Let me ask you something. Why would I want to pick you? Because you're not giving me anything worthy of picking. Who is that a loss? I am the son of man. I hope that is. That was a good one. That was a good one, Charles. Alexa, play One Away Your Soul. That definitely was a good one. The man is what? Is lost? Anything you want, anything you need, anything your soul desires. Mm. Which one? They're all fucking lost. But the dude that wants to battle me today is 36 years old. And you already bitter at 30. He told me he was a step that man. So not to mention he knows the exact date that he broke up with his ex-girlfriend. How you know the exact date? What's wrong? And then you think that's impressive to me that you got a good memory? No, 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 no. You know what he thought was impressive today? He told me that he was fixing. Oh, I said, "How was your day?" He's like, "Oh, I was fixing cars today." I said, "Oh yeah, what did you fix?" He's like, "Oh, he said fix some girl's fucking car that had a." He was saying, "Yeah, I told her she needs a new brake line." I was like, "For what?" He was like, "Cause somebody sliced it." I said, "Well, did you fix it?" He's like, "Yeah, cause somebody sliced it." I said, "Yeah, I heard you what you said, but did you fix it?" Why you want me to ask you about this? You want me to see now? Now you want me? That's the opening for me to find out why her brake line was sliced. Come on now, her brake line was sliced. You think I believe that shit? And she been driving around this whole fucking time. No, you guys gotta keep up. The Navy SEAL is not 36, and Navy SEAL is 49. His birthday is coming up. He's a Leo, which is the only thing I'm like. It's, I don't know. Apparently, this girl's car that he was fixing. Apparently, I said, well, then he still couldn't tell me what he was fixed because then he was saying, I said, because I kept on saying, did you fix it? And he kept on saying that. So I'm like, well, he's like, well, that's not what I came to do. I was fixing a car and I happened to see that and I saw that it was sliced. And, not like it was punctured, but, like it was sliced with a knife. That's what he said too. But he feels like he could shut me up. That's the funny part about it, Poetic. He really thinks, and Charles, he really thinks he could shut me the fuck up with one word. That's what I thought, because I would think that if somebody sliced your fucking gat, like what is it, like a slowly? I only seen it in the movie, so I don't know how that really works. I don't know how that really works. Only seen the movie, but it's usually like a slow leak, right? And then, but if you're gonna say like, I don't understand. I don't understand what the whole point was. I didn't even ask. I didn't even care because I don't even care because who fucking cares? I don't want to hear about the story that's going to take you 45 minutes to fucking say that's not going to be funny anyway. You lost my fucking attention already because I'm already in the bed half fucking asleep. I'm not nice. Oh, I'm not nice. I'm not. Am I nice? I'm not nice. I'm not nice. Okay. So I do got another date on Sunday, which I haven't even heard from. A slight side. I don't think so. First of all, he's been working on the shit for 2 days because every time I talk to him, he keeps on telling me that I have to work. I have to go fix her car. I don't know who her is. I'm gathering. I don't know if it's his sister. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know if it's his ex-girlfriend. I don't care. But I guess he keeps on saying it because you want me to ask you. I'm not going to ask you because I don't care. But he has some type of Malibu sitting in the driveway that he needs car insurance for. Won't you be focused on that then? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He works for a coffee company. He works for a coffee company. The only reason why I know that because he decided to send me the most miserable picture of himself, and I was like, and on his T-shirt said coffee something, right? So I asked. So later on, he's like, oh, I'm a supervisor in a warehouse for a coffee company. I asked him, does it smell good? Because I would think if you working for a coffee factory, he said he doesn't smell it. I said, what kind of coffee company you work for? You don't smell coffee. Can you imagine working for a coffee company? The coffee. Oh, because coffee beans are the most amazing smell. But then you have sciatic nerve and you taking pain pills. So I'm trying to figure out how that shit fucking works. I don't know. I don't know. So that's how the whole podcast thing came up because he said he listens to podcasts while he's sitting at the warehouse doing nothing. So since he told me I wasn't funny, that's what he told me. He said I wasn't funny. Should I change my picture? Did I tell you, Poetic, that my mother said I was ugly today? My mother told me I was ugly. She said, you ugly when you don't show. Hey, oh, Black, did you just go on? Did you just go live? Hey, Timer. He sounds like he's living his father's life. What you mean? What's not okay? I don't know what I said. Diamond just threw me off for a second. On a bus with tools. Hey, Chaz. It's not okay. I don't know what's not okay. I don't know what you're talking about, Charles. I don't give a fuck. What's not okay is that I gotta meet up with this dude for giving him his fucking earbuds back. Hey, pretty brown eyes. The sciatica. I mean, after all things, why would you pick sciatica? You could my ex-husband had back problems. He had L2 disc, or I don't know. People who have back problems know exactly the name and the number of the fucking disc. Every person that I've known who had a back problem know exactly what's on their back. They usually don't say sciatic nerve. Sciatic nerves are like what pregnant women get. Oh. Right. And I'll be on my fucking. Then I listen. Now he costing me fucking money because I gotta send a fucking Uber. I should tell him to go send the Uber. I don't know. I'm trying to be as nice as possible because again, those earbuds have address locator or whatever. They have locators, so I'm trying to just and then it's like, why is it gonna take you a whole week for you to pick up your earbuds? To me, it's like if I lost my earbuds, they're not the iBuds or whatever the fuck they call. They usually, you know what I'm saying, they're expensive. He's gonna talk about he got plenty of backups. Why do you lose them a lot? Why do people have normally a lot of iPods? Don't they expensive? Hey, very nice. Good morning. News, y'all, is crazy. So supposedly we're supposed to go live later, and I don't know. So he wants to go live so he can shut me up. Let's see what happens. And I don't know how that's gonna happen if you don't have no car insurance. Happy Friday, Lewis. Uptown, baby. You losing weight, Lewis. I see you. Down, baby. So my life was he broke. Yeah, I know he broke. He broke because he spent so much money. He did have a nice pair of sneakers on. He actually looked good. He looked good. He had a fresh fucking cut. He didn't look like John B though. He said he looked like John B. He does not look like John B. He said that's why women always come up to him. He gave me that line of that he told his friend that I told my friend that I never approach women. Women approach me. They go for what they want. Why would you? Why, really? So any woman that comes up to you, you're gonna take? Oh, thank you for my heart, me. Thank you, Louis. You've been working out. I could tell. I could tell you've been working out. You still with that girl? You still live with that girl? Not that guy. What guy? Okay, well, he said he has plenty of iPods. I mean, whatever the fucking ear, because we call them earbuds, but they call iPods, whatever the fuck it is. He said he has plenty of them, but it's been a fucking week. So I have to be. So I don't know. I'm trying to be cordial. I want to be nice. I want to give him because that's why Trey May was like, "Oh, why are you even meeting up with him?" Because I want to give him his earbuds. He knows where the fuck I live, obviously, because he was able to track his fucking earbuds. Whatever iPods. Thank you, Charles. So I was saying that, and this is probably one of more your conversation, Charles. I was thinking of Well, my quiet time this morning was about service, right? And then so then from there I was thinking of acts of service, right? And so my live was about to say, when was the last time somebody gave you an act of service? Poetic, don't be nasty. Don't be nasty. I don't know. When I said it right now, I just thought about your nasty ass. And the pores. No, I don't know if they're fake iPods. I don't know. I don't know the difference. I don't have an iPhone, so I don't know if it's fake or if it's real. How would I know? How would I know if they're fake or fucking real? Tonight's the night, girl. Yes. So, where was I at? I don't remember. See, these comments be fucking distracted. Oh, so it's the acts of service. So Mama Money was in here, and I feel like the last time I got an act of service from somebody was Mama Money. I think she's an amazing a moderator. I think she's an amazing moderator. She does it because she just does it. She doesn't do it for anything in return. She just does it, and she does it for my benefit, not her benefits. Because so many times men have sit there and cursed her ass out, and some women have cursed her ass out, and she did not take it personal. She never dropped them. She never muted them. Acts of service. So from that, I got. Isn't that a 5 love language fucking thing? Which I think is bullshit. I think 5 love languages is bullshit. Yes. Bella! Bella. Good morning, Bella. What you want, Charles? Thank you, gorgeous, for my heart, me.
Good morning, Adrian. How are you?
Good morning, Charles. How are you?
I'm
Good day,
awake.
gorgeous. Say that again,
I'm
Charles.
awake. I said I'm awake. There
You're
you
awake.
go.
All right, so you ready to have these stupid ass bogus 5 love languages conversation? Good day, my
No,
gorgeous sis.
I, yeah. I mean, 5 love languages. I mean, usually somebody has a mixture of
Hey,
2 or 3 of
Moonshine.
them, so it
Okay,
is
that's
what it is.
bullshit. All right, so can I give you my take on it first before you give me
Yes,
your
ma'am.
bullshit ass story?
Absolutely.
Okay, sorry, and I don't mean to say it like that, but that's how I talk. You know that by now. Okay,
Them
so
guys have you going this morning already.
I'm on go time. I'm definitely on go time. So because and then that's the fucking funny thing about it. It's like you really want this fucking smoke with me, dude. Like you really want this fucking smoke. And you want
Waste
that
your
shit on
time.
purpose.
I'd put,
This
I'd
guy
put
that
it.
I dated, Bella. I don't know if you still in here. This guy that I picked up on Saturday went to a happy. It used to call happy hour. Then called a day party. Went to a day party. It was for a fraternity, but I didn't see no fraternity men in there. There was only a bunch of women. And the first guy that came in there, I picked up, brought him home, try to smash, but his penis. Oh, I can't say that. His what the fuck? His pickle. His pickle. His pickle. I don't remember to say that right word.
Eggplant didn't work.
His pickle was. I'm on my backup page. So his pickle didn't work. So it got me pissed off anyway. So he left his earbuds in my fucking car. So now, so I have to see him again. So in seeing him again, I've been having all these conversations. The more he's talking to me, the more I'm fucking disgusted with him. And so I don't even want the penis. I just want to give him his fucking earbuds. So anyway, he's gonna tell me that he wants to do a podcast with me. He wants to go live with me so that he could, because he knows he could shut me up. He bet me $100 that he could shut me up, and he wants to do that shit live.
With one word.
With one word. Well, I said I don't know what word you could, but I've been called every single word under every single dictionary in the whole entire United States and outside the United States in different fucking languages. You think you're gonna tell me a word and I'm gonna shut up? That's what fucking word.
Well, I said I'm pretty sure the word is bye when he walks out the door and runs away.
Whatever. Listen, bye. That's gonna shut me up.
Well,
Maybe he, maybe he thinks that's
it
what's gonna
will
do.
towards him anyway at that moment.
Mm.
But
And I warned him, Charles. I said, "Do you really want this smoke with me?" I said. Then I even told him. I said, "Listen, you rather argue with me than smash and redeem yourself for that the limp pickle that you gave me the week before. I would think you want to like redeem. Oh, I'm about to get. I would drink water all fucking week, eat lots of fruits and vegetables, so that when I see you again, I'm about to give it to you. So you can shut the fuck up. No, he want to sit here and argue with me. That doesn't even make any sense.
So that is definitely I. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm trying to.
I don't understand, but we're
Not
gonna
was
find out
there
today.
any reason why that would be something that someone would have to do and want to do that in person too at the same time?
The
You really
person,
want to do that on a live, then do it on a live between each other, I guess. But why the hell would you need to do it anyway?
because one, I gotta meet him anyway, because I gotta give him the stupid fucking earbuds back,
No,
and
you
then
don't. Put them damn things out there on the porch and say, "Come get them motherfuckers." I don't
oh,
need
it's still on my porch. That's still right. If you here already, I'm like you now you at my fucking house. Now what we
to
gonna do?
drop them off at the USPS office. Tell them to go put them up there.
I'm trying to be cordial because I like I said, those earbuds know where you fucking live. So I just want to make sure that we are admirable. I don't know the fucking word, but you know what that word is. Anyway,
You don't need to be cordial to somebody who's being an asshole.
morning, chef. I don't know. So he was listening to my live because I told him to go ahead. He was insisting on listening because he said I wasn't funny. So he said that he was insisting on listening. I said, well, the people on my podcast be thinking I'm fucking funny. And he said he wanted to listen. So I sent him to my YouTube channel and he started listening. He said that I be roasting men too much. And that's the reason why he feel like he need to shut me up. Why you need to shut me up for? First of all, you from Florida. You can't out talk me. I'm a New Yorker. We could go on and on and on and on. All right, so why the 5 love languages is bullshit, Charles, is because when I was thinking about the words of affirmation, you have to compromise because if you are that you receive love as by me telling you how great and wonderful you are, then I'm doing something that I naturally don't do to please you. I don't why.
So let me ask a question so I can clarify and understand. What do you mean by the fact that you don't do that? You don't encourage people. You don't lift people up? Because I hear you do that all the time on here.
Okay, but I'm talking about in a relationship. I'm talking about in a relationship, right?
Okay, but so you're a lot nicer to us than you are your partner, in other
Hey,
words.
Tasha. Say that again?
So you're a lot nicer to us than you are your partner, in other
I
words.
mean, you see the men that I talk to, right? So you see, you hear
Wow.
right? Exactly.
Yeah,
If you want me to sit here and so if you are the words of affirmation type of person, and you want me to sit there and coddle you, but you're telling me all these bullshit stories and fucking lies, I'm not gonna sit there and like,
well, no, yeah, I mean,
you want
so
to see?
I mean,
Tasha?
I guess there's some people that need that kind of shit. That's called validation. That's not words of affirmation.
Right,
It's
and
called
I'm not gonna right. So that's
very
what I'm saying.
different.
That's why I feel like the 5 love languages are bullshit because yeah, you're great. I know what you like, but I don't. But I have to bend for it. So it works only out for the first person. So now so what happens if I'm not doing? So now do you say, okay, Adrian? My love language is words of affirmation. You're really not good at encouraging me. So what do I do? Do I sit there and try to make you love me that way, or do I go ahead and move to the next person?
Well, I would think that if they don't fit, they don't fit. Just move to the next person. But again, I want to make sure we clarify the
Another
difference.
birthday twin of mine.
There's a difference between words of affirmation and needing
All right, so give me an example of words of affirmation.
validation, right? So
Okay. So what's your love language? What's your love language?
mine is physical touch.
Okay, so what happens if I was the type of person that didn't like touching?
Then we wouldn't be compatible, and we need to go our separate ways. It's that simple.
Okay, is that what the book says? Because that's not what happens. Because the book is
No,
saying that
that's not.
you have to love a person the way they want to be loved.
Okay, but if I can't love you the way that you want to be loved, then I don't need to be there, and you don't need to be there. It's that simple. We don't need to force ourselves. And this is something that I don't know about this book, but I'm a firm believer in the fact that you are who you are, and you don't have to change yourself for someone else. And if you fit the person that you're with, that's one thing. But if you don't fit, then you don't fit. It's that simple. It's like trying to stick a round
I think
circle, a round peg into a square hole. It don't work.
It doesn't fucking work, Charles. It doesn't. But sometimes we keep on. Well, what you hear on this Apple Live, you have to try harder. Like I was like before.
Yeah.
Trey Maker said that I didn't pick right. I need to pick right, and then I'm like, so it's like, like, why do I got to do all these changes and bending and all this other shit to please what? Oh, who?
I mean, the picking right statement usually means that you need to pick someone who fits you better. If that was what they meant,
So how would I know what I need to pick if I don't know who you are? I
well,
gotta know you first, right?
yeah, that's the unfortunate part is we have to get to know the person to understand who they are, and
Okay,
that
so
is
how do I understand how you are if I don't spend time with you?
you don't really. I mean,
But I don't even. We women don't even get to that fucking stage. That's what I'm talking about. So Trey Mago also was saying that beautiful women like me and my friends never have a problem getting a man. That's a bullshit too. A lot of men people are telling themselves.
yeah, I can say I will say this. A long time ago, I used to have that thought process until I sat down and actually talked to some women that are beautiful like you are, and understood and heard what they actually were going through, and the fact of all of the shit that they were going through, and the shit that they were getting, and it was really surprising. And now I definitely don't believe that statement at all. Yeah, you can get all the shit you want. How about that? We'll say it that way, but you're not going to get and that's what's weird, So,
Yeah,
but
well, he's weird. I mean, it is weird. It is fucking weird. But for according to you, but like these men, they like to use that as one of the excuses on why they're. So I told him, right, this guy that I met at the bar, I told him that so he said that he never approaches women.
no, that I still don't understand.
He likes who likes him. That's what he said. That's another thing that I've heard a lot. I like who like me. You should like who likes you. That's bullshit.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, isn't that a natural thing that who likes you is you like the who?
No.
Where the
It's
hell
like
did that
saying,
even
okay, it's
come
like saying,
from?
okay, so listen, I don't know where it comes from. So you don't like me, right? So I don't know what it is. Let's say I'm a cheater. You know that I'm a cheater, but because I sit there and I'm like, oh Charles, I like you so much. I like you so much. You should fuck
Run the
your
fuck
values
away.
and like me back just because I like you.
Nope.
Does that make any sense?
Because you're a cheater, you and I ain't getting along. And it's just that simple. Again, I ain't staying around. And that's what I'm saying is there are so many of these things that I just don't understand.
Mama money.
But I guess I'm too simple in the way that I think, in the old fashioned way I think, I guess.
I don't
I
know if
just,
it's called old fashioned. Maybe I don't know if it's. I guess it has a hand in hand old fashioned thinking because I think that back and then you want a traditional fucking woman. You know what traditional men were? They didn't fucking talk. They didn't fucking talk. They didn't have fucking feelings. They just went to work, paid fucking bills. That's it.
yeah, yeah, I'm not a traditional man that way. I'm old fashioned, but not traditional. In
I
the,
understand, but I understand. I wasn't just talking about you. Hey, Katie.
I definitely hear what you're saying.
Man, it's my mama money.
Honey, how are you?
Waking
Good.
up. Good morning, my love. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. So I said, hell no. You don't have to love people that love you.
I
They
know.
choose to love you. You don't have to love them back though.
Right. I completely, and that's what I'm saying. Because to me, that means you'll take anything. To me, that means you'll take anything. It doesn't matter who it is, as long as they're available, you're gonna take them. That shit is bullshit. Hey, Jazz. I think that's
And
just bullshit. But this is what the guy had said. So I give him the example of. So let's say there was an ugly woman and she approached you right now. You gonna take her home just because she approached you? Meanwhile, you're not attracted to her. And of course, he didn't have a fucking answer to that.
his answer is no because he's not going to because he's not attracted to her. It's simple, but he won't admit that.
He said, "Well, you." He's like, "Well," because he said, "Well, never mind. This is a conversation with this guy that I met on Saturday at the bar. He's telling me, he's just like, no, because if you didn't like me, then you would approach me." So I told him that's a little bit. That sounds insecure as hell. Oh, it's not. I could grab any woman the first time. So if you could grab any woman the first time, why don't you go grab a woman then? if you so
Fucking prove it,
confident,
I would have said. Fucking prove it then. Go get him.
go
Wait.
get her.
Here's what
And
I'll do.
no, but then
I'll
it gives
tell
me
you
this
what.
bullshit.
I'll pick her. That's what I would say. Is I'll tell you what. I'll pick her, and then you go get her. And if you can get her, I'll fucking pay for your next drink.
He said he don't do that because then he'll be going from woman to woman to woman to woman. I said, well, why would you be going to woman to
Because
woman
they're
if
all
you
running
can do
away
it the
from
first
him.
time?
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay. I said that sounds real fucking insecure. He was like, that's not insecure. So he got mind you, this is what he want. This is how the conversations I'm having with him over the phone. And yet you want to do this shit in person? You
I
think you're gonna
don't
be
go
lazy?
approach women because I want women to approach me. That's because you're chicken shit and you can't walk up to a woman you ain't got freaking nuts. Go grow some nuts and move on.
And if she rejects you,
Sorry.
go on to the next fucking woman. You know,
Exactly.
there must have been 50 women at this fucking bar that I went to. 50 women. Him and his friend were the only two guys in the whole entire fucking bar. You had all your pickings, and that's how I picked him up because he was standing up just watching every single woman that came in. So I just walked up to him. I was just like, yo, you got good pickings in here. And then he didn't even crack a fucking smile. I was trying to say, he's like, well, you must be from New York because New York people are horrible. That's what he said. New York people are horrible. A pretty woman is coming up to you, approaching you, having a conversation, and you have no conversation with me back.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. There's a lot of things on this app that I don't get. There's a lot of things in this world nowadays I don't get. But
Okay, so sir, when was the last time? So, Mama Money, I don't know if you've been hearing me because I know you do a lot of things. So, my thing was service, and I was talking about how you definitely have a love language of acts of service. I feel like love language should be what you give out to people, what you give to people, not how the other person receives it. Because if that's my love language, receive it though. If you don't receive it, because it's love anyway, right? So if I'm giving you if I know how to have words of encouragement, what's it? Affirmation? What's it? What is it, Charlie?
affirmation. Words of
Words of
affirmation.
if I know words of affirmation is my love language, I do love to encourage Charles. But I encourage those who that have they have something that I can encourage them about. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit up and make
True.
shit up. I'm not gonna make shit up. So I like to encourage people. So that's my love language. If that's not yours, right? Because yours is touch. Should it mean less?
No, it doesn't mean less at all. It just means that your love language is different. Means that what I need in a relationship is physical touch, and what you need in a relationship would be at words of affirmation.
No, it wouldn't be. I don't need it because I love giving it to you.
Yes, but okay, but if that's something you love to give, that's not your love language. It's how you receive love, or what makes you fall into that. So here's what I understand, and what I was when I researched this, and tell me if this is what you guys got from this or not. Okay, so do you remember the old movies where the guy would lean in and he would kiss the girl, right? And the girl's foot would naturally, automatically lift up off the ground, and it's just supposed to be that moment, right? That's the whole point to where they came up with these love languages. Is nowadays this is what loves. If you get your love language, if they do that for you, it naturally puts you into that state of receiving love, and that's what you how you receive it the best is what I understand.
Right. I understand. Yes, I do. It's how you receive it. You absolutely, but I think that's bullshit. Because you should receive it by somebody just loving you the way that they know how to love. If I,
But
if
that's also
But
settling right there what you were talking about earlier, though. Because
but you
that's
didn't.
not real. Well,
go
what I
ahead.
wanted to say about the acts of service. So I could be giving acts of service because that's the way I love or I want to receive love. Now, the person that I'm giving it to does not have to accept it that way. They may not accept acts of service as love. Something else may mean love to them and not acts of service, which that doesn't make me wrong for giving it, and it doesn't make them wrong for not receiving it. It just means that the acts of service aren't appreciated by that person, which means if I'm giving them and I see that they're not appreciated, then I probably should stop. And at that point, realize that they're not receiving it as an act of service, which I have had that to happen. Like,
Absolutely.
and I'll use the same example you use, like you were mentioning. you know, like when I'm and it's just because I want to do it for the person or help the person out, and that's true,
Right.
but they may not receive it that way. I have modded for some people, and they've looked at it like, well, you do too much, or you trying to take over, or you not
Wow.
really doing it for a good purpose. And in that case, I would have to back off and say, okay, well, don't do it because they're not receiving it that way. It's received as something different, so they don't like it. That's how you can tell. But if you're not paying attention and you're just doing it, thinking, oh, I'm doing something great, and they should be receiving it, that's an expectation that you have on that other person. That's not an act of service anymore.
Wow. But I get that. I completely get that. And you explained it exactly how I was explaining it too. About just it's how you give it. But doesn't that make you feel bad though? When somebody doesn't receive the way that you want to give it?
It doesn't make me feel bad. What it does is puts me in a place to where I'm saying, okay, well, they don't appreciate it, so I'll just stop.
Right.
And I don't have any grudges or hard feelings against them for that, because that's them. That's their interpretation. That's how they feel. And
Right.
I can't make you feel anything. So if it was misconstrued and took the wrong way, the best thing for me to do is to stop, because it's not making things better. It's making it worse.
Mm. It is. It does make it worse. It completely makes it worse. Because now I'm sitting there pushing my will on you. You pushing your will on me. But I'm giving you love. But I'm not receiving your love. But yeah, that and it's going back and forth. Yeah, that's where the complication. That's why I think these five love languages is fucking bullshit. I really do because if I'm because it makes I feel love in my heart when I give. When I give my love and my attention to somebody, it makes me feel good. If they don't receive that love, I'm like, damn, what am I doing wrong? Is that
Well,
because I need the validation? Maybe I need the validation. Eh?
so think about it this way, and
Thanks,
this is
thanks.
why I will say that I believe that the five love language thing is not bullshit. I think it's just an oversimplification. And I think that's more of what you're saying, because really, love at the end of the day is a lot of different things kind of combined, right? And it might be a combination of all five of those things that you may end up doing for your partner, and your partner may end up doing for you. But at the end of the day, I think it's an oversimplification, so people can be lazy and tell someone how they want to be loved versus having to learn your partner. That's how I feel on it.
I think you're absolutely right. Again, pushing it on the other person and taking instead of taking that self accountability,
Exactly.
right? And that's what I think. That's what we do a lot. It's always
And
easier
taking
to
your
do that.
time to get to know your partner, right? If you and I were dating, right, and I decided I'm just going to ask you what your love language is, right? Well, now I'm just being lazy because I'm just going to ask you how give me the blueprint to how you want me to love you, so that it's easy for me and I don't have to do the work. But instead of learning the partner, and learning you, and asking you those questions and walking through with you and getting to know you and all those, taking that time, and being patient, it's different. So I think that's why I think it's more of a lazy thing to me.
Is it lazy or just selfish? Because I would think that's selfish. I mean, why? Were you offering to bring me to the telly?
If you think about it, right? So we all, if you're in a relationship, how many times have we do we do all of those things? By the way, you look very nice this morning. By the way, um, you're welcome. Um,
He rather argue with me than be
I'm not
feeling
arguing.
fucking
I
bad.
always stop. I always stop. So, but yeah. Anyway, I always just get. See, when you do that shit, it always makes me freaking lose my place here.
I know that's the difference between you and a lot of these fucking men. Because a lot of men would just keep on going and arguing because they rather argue than look at a pretty woman. It's fucking weird to me.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
don't, I don't, I don't get that either. Again, what I was trying to say though is in a relationship, we'll do all of those things, right? We will give someone affirmation, and we'll encourage them and lift them up and raise them up. We might make him dinner, or we might, go pick him up or go do something like that, or we might, use physical touch. Give him a hug or a kiss or whatever that it might be, and then we do. So you use all five of those really in a relationship anyway. I
I mean,
think.
I would hope so because because I don't know what my love language is. It's definitely not words of affirmation. That's definitely not my love language. You can hold on to that shit. I, I mean, I like it nice every once in a while, but when you like overdoing it and it's like too much, and even though I know I'm an asshole, and you know what I mean, like it's like first of all, you can't tell me nothing I don't already know about myself.
Yeah, that's called love bombing too on that situation, right? Or that's what they think that's the term that they use now is love bombing when you do
That's what
it
he
too
was
much.
trying to do with me when we was in the bed, because now he couldn't get his pickle up, right? So now he wanted to love bomb me. So now he wants to hold me, he wants to touch me and tell me how beautiful I am, and he wants to sing love songs to me.
That was just weird. I didn't. I was blown away when you said I don't want to have whatever because my pickle don't work, but I want to hold you and tell you how soft you are. What the fuck?
And because that's all they have to offer. And that's why there's so many
No.
men that's so eager to be in relationships, because the only thing they can offer is their a man, because they're a
Listen,
man.
if my pickle ain't working, my ass is running the other goddamn way, and I'm embarrassed enough as fuck. I don't want to sit down with you and fucking lay around and whatever. No, no. I'm embarrassed as fuck. I don't want to be there. I'm just saying. Why the fuck would I want to be there? You know, you just reminding me now while I'm sitting here holding you and rubbing you and telling you how freaking whatever you are, how my pickle didn't work.
I don't, I would think that again. I would think you want to see me today and to redeem yourself, not come here and see me so that I can
Absolutely,
argue with you.
absolutely.
I will be drinking water all fucking week long. I was eating fruits and vegetables,
I,
making sure
he,
that I was
he better be
strong.
popping two of them blue pills before he gets there, type of shit.
He wants to argue with me. Okay, and I kept on saying, "You sure you want this? You sure?" 'Cause I'm like, "God, you sure you want this? Because I'll give you what you want."
I'll give you your love language of running you the fuck over. There you go. You're welcome. I don't.
Okay, so yeah, so I don't know what my love language is. I love touch. I do love touch, and I like acts of service. I do like to receive acts of service. When somebody does something for me that I don't ask for, it is I appreciate that so much more, because I'm not a person that asks for things. I'm not a person. I
And
have a lot of fucking pride in me. I told my mom the other day, she thought I was crazy. I said I would live in a cardboard box before I ask somebody for something.
and what I was saying earlier about it wasn't right was when your mom said what she said to you. That wasn't okay.
Oh, that she said I was ugly.
Yeah, that's not okay at all. And why would your parents say that to your child in the first place?
It makes us
No.
hard. That's what it makes us, man. That's why when this guy
No,
say
it
he has
doesn't make
three
you
girls,
hard. It makes her an asshole. It doesn't make you
I
hard.
love that. I love that. I'm an asshole too. I love being an asshole.
No. You are not an asshole. Let me correct you for just a moment, if I could, please. You
I
are
am
not
too.
an asshole. You are actually a person, a good. You are actually, if you will let me talk for a moment, please. You are actually a good person who actually likes to encourage people, and you like to lift people up a lot, and you have a great personality, and you're very open and energetic. This doesn't make you an asshole. You would deal with a lot of assholes, that's for sure. I can see that all the time, and you give the energy that you get. I can't, we can't
Okay, so
argue.
let me.
So,
Okay, I'm gonna give you an asshole moment, right? And you tell me if it's an asshole thing, right? So undeserving to me is being an asshole, right? And so what you're saying is absolutely right, but is undeserving act like okay, like my mother undeserving telling me that I was ugly, that was not deserving. I didn't deserve that shit.
that was an asshole move.
Oh, okay. So I had to go to this family reunion last week, right? So my son came out. I crashed my son's father's family reunion, and I was there. He has a 9-year-old daughter with another woman, right? And he was over there introducing her as his wife. So when I saw him, I said, listen, I was like, I want a family reunion T-shirt because she's gonna be the wife, then I'm definitely the ex-wife, right? That's an asshole moment. 'Cause from there, I just kept on going with it. I told him how he shouldn't really be ashamed at this grown ass age to be ashamed of having a baby mama. I kept on going on. He didn't. It was not warranted. He doesn't do anything wrong. Always talk great, nicely about him, about how much he's my best friend. That wasn't warranted, but I was being an asshole. Is that being an asshole, Charles?
Sounds like you were getting revenge a little bit there on that one, but I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, but you were also already pissed off about the fact that you were told that not to go because of the fact that well, you were invading my time thing, and that was so
I went anyway.
that already was on a sour note. So but what I'm saying is for someone to say that. I just don't understand how someone would say that to their own child. I would never tell my child you're ugly, ever.
Charles, that's the difference is you have not grown up in households like us.
Well, I won't ever have my household that way. I can guarantee you that.
That's the reason why there's a lot of grown men out here. I said worse.
You don't have to tell someone they're ugly to make them hard.
But
That's not helping their.
Because listen, if your mother could sit there and say that to you, right? And she's saying it because honestly, when I smile, I don't want to like this. That's an ugly thing, right?
It doesn't make you ugly.
No matter what my mother tells me, I'm not
That's
going to think I'm ugly.
frustrating.
Because no matter what anybody tells me, I ain't gonna think that I'm fucking ugly. That's the difference, Charles. I mean, for somebody call
Yes,
you.
I understand where you're coming from. That your confidence is not going to be dwindled because of that, which I admire. But again, I'm still saying that if you're a mother
Right,
and you
Charles.
say that to your child, it is wrong.
Okay, okay, Charles. Listen, my son, right?
And my kids are not soft. I'm from the country. We don't know.
I
I
think
don't
my
have
grandson
soft
was
kids.
about 3 months old or something like that. I don't, he was a baby, and my son told me he was just like, Mom, my son's an asshole. He was 3 months old. How can a 3-month-old be a fucking asshole?
That's a good question. Why the hell would he be an asshole? He's a 3-month-old. He doesn't know any better. Exactly my point.
It's funny. It's a fucking joke.
It's in his genes, Charles. He gets them naturally.
I'm gonna leave it there and say okie doke because I don't know. I don't understand it. I'll just leave it there. I don't.
And you know why? Because he's soft. So I mean,
I'm soft. Have you seen my videos? I'm a pretty big old boy. I ain't very soft. I'm just an old farm and ranch hand, but I guess I'll be soft then.
you're a tender
I believe that people should be decent and respectful. I don't see that a mother saying that to their child is okay in any way, shape, or form. Just saying.
I understand what you're saying because if you have a mother who you don't feel that loves you, right? And she says things like you're ugly, right? I can understand, or you're fat, or or whatever women do, or some mothers do to their children to make them feel bad about themselves. I can understand what you're saying, Charles, but it's not always the case.
Then explain to me how her saying you're ugly is in any way, shape, or form going to benefit you.
Okay, because it's like words of affirmation, right? And how people show love. Some people
That,
are so in
that
love with giving words of affirmation. Some people are good at showing love by physical touch, some quality time, right? Acts of service. So if you're getting love in other ways, you can't the expectation. You know what I mean? It's like you can't love. Or I'm not gonna be worried about somebody saying if I feel loved in my heart.
But how again?
What
Again, I'm going to
somebody
ask the
says about
question.
me, whoever the fuck it is.
Okay, but here I'm going to ask the question again so you can explain it to me because that saying someone is ugly is not an word of affirmation. That is a word of dis. No,
It's
no.
wrong. I know, Charles. It's wrong. Gotcha. It's
It is
morally
because
false.
here's the thing. At the end of the day, we're parents and we're supposed to lift our children up and we're supposed to encourage them and build their character and build their personalities and allow them to be the
So,
humans
okay,
they're
in
going
this
to be
example. Okay,
and
so
the
let me.
greatness that
Okay,
they're
so
going to
Charles,
be,
in this example,
but
right?
not that.
In this example, has that affected my life in any way?
Well, no, because you built your confidence on yourself, which is
No,
a good thing, and
not
I
really,
understand that. But again,
not really, not
you know,
really. That's why people.
no,
If you no, because if somebody could push you down, right, and that builds that. decreases your confidence, somebody could build you up and increase it as well. It's not, yeah, it could be me, because a lot of people are very insecure and you down yourself more than what other people do.
Well,
Don't
and
you
I
think?
when I say that when you build your confidence on yourself, it's like me. I have built my confidence on myself and what I have accomplished and those kinds of things and who I stand for as a
When you
man.
were little,
But I don't allow
you accomplish
any.
anything, Charles? I can understand what you're saying but before you even accomplish anything, when you was a toddler or you was in elementary school, right?
Mhm.
Did you have confidence?
I did because I was naturally that way. But if someone had said something like that to me, it would have destroyed my confidence when I was a kid, and it would have destroyed.
Okay.
I don't know. It confuses
So,
me how people see that as a positive in any way, shape, or form to put your child down.
well,
But
so
it's not.
Charles, I can see what you're saying. Adrian, let me kind of break it down to what he's saying.
Okay.
So when I was little, I used to think I was ugly too. So if somebody told me I was ugly, that would hurt my feelings. But I may not show it to them, or I may not show you, but inside it hurt my feelings. Because I already thought I was ugly. So when you say it, that just enhances it, or it makes it worse. It doesn't give me any confidence. It doesn't make me say, oh, well, I'm going to put on makeup or do my hair and then I'll be beautiful and I'm no longer ugly. So it's not going to make me feel that way either. So it doesn't build confidence. It'll really, if it's a person that's already feeling like that, it'll shut them down, in other words, and make them feel worse and make them believe it.
And I get that, right? So, but when you were a child and you first heard, how did you know what ugly was? How did you know that ugly was a bad thing?
So I guess I thought I was ugly because I don't know. I guess nobody thought I was pretty to say that. Or
Right.
at least that's what I thought. And it
Mhm.
probably was around the time maybe I started liking boys. And I was always the outcast. I had a light skinned friend. Okay. My best friend and my cousin was light skinned. So I was always pushed to the side and everybody always liked her. So I think that may have been something that put it in my mind because I was never chosen as the friend, the girlfriend, the girl they liked, the pretty girl, none of that.
Mhm. He's so
So
smart.
it made me feel like I was ugly.
Right. Ah, that's horrible. So no matter, okay, I can understand that. I understand, and honestly, I understood when Charles was saying it too. I understood what Charles was saying it too. So okay, so isn't that a difference between that than somebody all your life say? Okay, so do you think that would have changed if you had? All right, so what did Charles say? You said something about your confidence, right? And the confidence, you build up your own confidence.
So what I was saying is, you build your own confidence on you, your accomplishments, and how you are as a person, and you know who you are as a person, and then no one can shake you from the positive or negative, because you have built your own confidence on your own.
Okay. And that's what happened, mommy money. You build your own confidence on your own.
So I built confidence, but it wasn't in me thinking I'm beautiful. I built confidence in other areas where I thought I could excel or be great because I never thought I could be great being beautiful. So it makes you shift your confidence to something else. And confidence won't be the same as somebody else's. Like their confidence may be in their looks or how they present themselves. And in the meantime, I'm not confident in that way. I'm probably more confident in my accomplishments or what I've done through my career or some things I've accomplished in my family life or, like I said, my career, work life, or school or something of that sort. That's where my confidence will come from, as opposed to being beautiful and thinking I'm pretty and all that, and I'm the best one.
Oh, that's good.
It makes you shift the confidence somewhere else because you don't feel like you can stand up to the standards in that other area.
Right. No, I completely get that too, because I'm shit. If I had a whole bunch of accomplishments, and that's what Charles was saying too about his accomplishments when he got older. That's what made you confident too, right, Charles?
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm saying is, but again, the point though to that was, yes, that did help me build my confidence level in myself, but again, but why would you say that to your child? I'm still trying to understand that. That's the part I'm still trying to grasp. It's very hard for me to understand why you would tell your child they're ugly, and think that that is an okay thing. It's hard for me to grasp.
Well, Charles, what about people that tell their children they're beautiful or pretty and they're not? Then the world tells them
Well,
something different.
I,
Well, your
I,
mama
I
done told you all your life you beautiful, you pretty. Then they get out there in the world, everybody they meet, they saying, "Oh, you ugly, you tore down. We don't want to be bothered with you." That's something that they got to swallow. But my mama said I was pretty. My mama said I was beautiful. You
but,
know, so it's it's
so,
it's a it's a that's a catch-22, Charles.
well,
So
in
you
that
saying
in,
somebody won't tell their child that they ugly? Well, you ain't necessarily got to say they ugly, but when you say they're not pretty, that means the same damn thing.
but you don't necessarily have to say
And
either way
the thing is,
about
Mama
that.
Money is making
At
such
the
a
end
big
of the
deal
day,
about it.
right?
Mama Money. If he was saying, like, my mother said that when hey Hondo, my mother said when I don't smile, I'm ugly. That's what she said.
And what I'm saying though on this is
That's
you
what
don't
Charles
have
is
to say
tripping over.
you don't have to say it either way, right? But at the end of the day, though, is this beauty? First off, we have to remember is in the eye of the beholder, because for one person, what might be beautiful might not be beautiful to someone else.
Okay, so I understand. Okay, I understand what you're saying, right? In my way of thinking, right? In my way of thinking, if I could sit here and my mother could sit there and call me ugly, and it builds me a callous maybe. So when other people in the street call me ugly, it ain't gonna bother me none because I've been called that. It's like a So I can understand what you're saying, but to me, that's the reason why it's like it doesn't. It's not gonna break me. It only makes me stronger. Cause I'm hard on my kids. I'm very fucking hard on my children. All of them know. I'm like, all I was doing was yelling the whole fucking week that I was at this fucking family reunion, and I'm tracking them down. Like I'm a very strict ass mother. And I do. And I was talking about my son and his dad bod because he has this big ass fucking belly. And I was on his ass the whole entire fucking time, right? About how big he's gotten. And so, again, if I could do that to him and he's able to understand my mother loves me, he knows that I love him. I'm not saying it in a bad place. That when somebody in the street says that, he's not going to sit there and jump the fucking handle. Oh my God, they call me ugly. They call me fat. They got me in bad hands. He had that some type of callous towards it where words don't mean nothing.
Mm, Okie doke. I'm gonna say
How about this? So what do you mean
I
how
hear
because
you.
all of us talk this way.
I,
All of us.
Hey,
My
Susu.
cousins, my
I
auntie, my grandma, everybody in my family talks like this. And all of us turned out pretty good. So
and I will say that I will just say it this way, that I understand where you're coming from, and I hear
you did,
where
then you
you're where you
understand it
are.
and just settle with it instead of keeping going back and forth with me.
That's what I said. But I was going to say I'm just going to chalk it up to being raised in
Like you
very
did,
different
like you wait.
places.
I was
Yes,
thinking about. Did you hear about my philosophy the other day, Charles? About
I,
about because like about I know I have a lot of philosophies, right? About how people view each other by their body parts, right? And I was thinking about we do think with our body parts because men have pickles that go straight ahead and they just have one way of fucking thinking and they can't get off that way of thinking because it just points and it's just that way and that's the only fucking way. Where women we're circular, right? Our that private part is round, right? So we think of all angles. We think of every situation. We think about everything, all of our fucking surroundings. You think that's true?
I don't know if that's 100% true. I have seen that there are men out there that have one
You're
singular thought.
that way, Charles. You are
I
that
am not.
way. You
No, I
are
am
that
not, because I
way.
have been. You have heard me
You
before.
are a man. Yes, you
I
you
have.
are
There
that
you
way.
go with that. I'm a man shit. I have never said that in your life ever, and you know that. I don't know where you keep on
We've been
putting
going
that
back and
label
forth
on
for 20
me.
minutes, a
Do
half an
not
hour now,
put.
and then I keep on
Do
trying to talk
not
about
put,
something else, and then you
ma'am.
keep on bringing it back up again because you're
Ma'am.
still on that shit.
Do
You're still
not
pushing
put
it.
that thing on me that you see from all these other men who do that crap. Do not blame me for their bullshit. Thank you. I appreciate it. But what I was
You do
saying
it to
is,
mama money all the fucking time. You know how long you
I've
and mama money
never told mommy money I'm a man. I've never said that to
oh
her.
my
And
god,
by
why
the
you
way,
again so
the
literal? You're
last
so
time
literal.
we were,
You're thinking you're pointing. That you're being very literal. That's not
if
I
you
know
would,
you go actual words didn't come out your mouth. Those are my words. I understand that. Can you broaden
if
it
you
and go
will,
circular? It's the
if you
concept,
don't
it's your
recall,
concept of going back and forth all the fucking time to
if
prove
you
that
don't
you are smarter or know more than any but other women. You do
really,
that.
that
You do.
that's interesting how you don't recall the last time we were in the live when I told Mommy Money I accepted the education and I was educated and learned from her. I specifically said that last time we were in the live when she did educate me and correct me, and I learned from that. I specifically said that. So that is not true what you're saying.
It's true, Charles. You just don't say it. You just do it.
Okay, well, that's fine. I guess I'll have to accept that. I don't know. Y'all have this idea that I'm singular minded. That's fine.
You even knew the name of it? I didn't know it was the name. I was just giving it my Peter theory. I didn't know it had a name.
But Charles, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just you and
Nothing wrong.
your demeanor
Exactly.
and your personality. It's nothing wrong with it. It's just you. So it's not something that you need to worry about as far as changing or trying to change because somebody has an opinion on it. That's just their opinion. So just you don't have to accept it, or you can accept it. Either way, just be you, whatever way you feel comfortable. If they don't like it, they just don't like it, or they don't agree with it.
I love that you said that because it's true, right? Because if we didn't like it, then you wouldn't be around. Like literally, if you
Yeah, it don't bother me. You don't bother me. We cool. You know what I'm saying? It don't make me feel no kind of ways. You good with me, so be you.
because that's just a personality trait that you have, right? Doesn't take away. I mean, it's okay. We all have personality. We're all not going to be 100% perfect. We're all going to have something that's going to get on somebody's fucking nerves. It doesn't matter. It's how you treat me that matters. How you make me feel inside. That's what matters. That's it. You can make. I mean, so I don't. That's why nothing that somebody can say about me fucking will bother me because it's how I feel inside. That's it. And if I don't like it, then I just move on from them. I just move on. I don't need to have a discussion, a panel, or a live, an argument, a discussion about it. It's just like that whole thing what you said about choosing somebody that this I need to be. What was it? Fit in a square. Uh,
Choose someone who fits you. Not don't try and shove a square peg in a round hole.
that's it.
That's,
Or, I'm a little bit tongue tied right now because I have been up since like 1 o'clock this morning, 1:30. Okay, so
My daughter must have got up with you and she ran here pushing suitcases around the damn living room like she finna go somewhere packing clothes and stuff. So I don't know what's going on with y'all this morning.
going somewhere. You better tell her to draw a picture of where she's going. so so you know exactly where to find her. Draw a picture for mommy. Tell where are you going? I love that. I used to pack up my shit all the fucking time because my brother used
Hey,
to.
you know what? I never thought of that. That shit is wild though. I'm gonna try it and see if she does it. Because if she does, that might keep me from having to look for her ass when she running, trying to run out the door.
Right, because she's very smart. Yes, she's very smart. So yeah, she knows that, but she ain't smart than her mama. She ain't smarter than her mama because mama don't know. I used to tell my kids that all the time. I mean, you want to talk about fear, guy? I know you had a problem with that the last time too, Charles. But I used to tell my kids all that. God's watching you, right? He sees everything. He knows everything that you're doing, even when I'm not around. And that used to be that's the fear of God that I used to give to my kids. It worked. It always worked.
but to your question there that you asked about acts of service.
Okay. What was my
Um,
question?
you asked what an act of service someone has done for you,
Right.
and I will say my kids do acts of service for me all the time, and
What
I
do they
truly
do?
appreciate them for that. They do help me a lot, especially sometimes when my medical gets to the point where after a long day, my body is just not working right. They will help me out quite a bit, and they do acts of service for me a lot, and I do appreciate them very much so for it.
Oh, I love that you remember because it took me a while to think about it. Because I was just like, I'm like, acts of service. What acts of service? And but once I started getting in the flow of Mama Money and thinking about Mama Money, then I was thinking about how I do. My son's a pain in my son's an asshole, but is making sure that everything is taken care of before he leaves. You know, so that's his acts of service. So I definitely started thinking about it, but it was hard at first because a lot of times we always want to think about what we do for other people. Oh, I do this for that person. I do this. All the acts of service that we give to other people because we're getting that, making it, puffing our chest up about doing so. But it's very hard for me to think about what other people have done for me. It was very hard. It was hard. It wasn't just off the top of my head. And for Charles, for you to answer that question, that's amazing. And you were able to quickly just say that your children do help you out, especially when you don't feel well.
Well, and I definitely appreciate him for it, but I do understand where you're coming from. I mean, we do a lot of times think about what we do for other people because, I mean, a lot of times we do things for a lot of people, but they don't ever appreciate it either. And that I think kind of is why we kind of dwell on that, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and it's like you could have at least said thank you or anything like that, and
I'm big on thank yous.
yeah.
You'd be amazed how many times how you would do something for somebody and they never say thank you.
Yeah, it's like you open the door at the gas station or whatever, and they can't even say thank you when you open the door, and let them in go first or whatever.
Yeah, that bothers me. That
You
bothers me. That bothers me.
you got a whole armful of stuff, or you got three kids right there with you. Why don't you go ahead and go on ahead of me in the line because you're having a lot more tough time than I am. They don't even say thank you, or yeah,
Yeah,
just
it's just the nice thing to do, right? Common courtesy. Common
yeah.
courtesy.
But the also common courtesy back is say thank you, but. And I think that's kind of why we kind of dwell on that and why we hook into that more than we do what other people do for us. But yeah, I hear where you're coming from there, though.
Okay. So I'm trying to think. All right. So in that way of thinking, do I have to maybe should I try to find something nice about this guy?
No, you need to leave his iPod at the freaking USPS store and tell him to go find him himself.
I think maybe if I try hard enough, I can
Put
think of
that
something.
shit down. No, try. Oh my God. No, no, no. Remember that square pegging around hole shit?
Like, okay,
Now
what is
you're
it?
trying. Now listen, Adrian. Here's the thing. Remember I said the square peg and round hole thing. Now you're trying to put a truck through a square hole. All right, stop that. He wants to be an asshole. Let him be an asshole on his own, and let him be a limp noodle asshole. It's not that's on him because he's intimidated and beat up because of the fact that his noodle didn't work. So now he wants to tear you down in public and publicly whatever. At the end of the day, that's on him. Sorry about your luck that your noodle didn't work, dude. Get over it. Go get a blue pill. Go take care of your damn health and move the fuck on. You don't need to destroy somebody else just because you feel fucking bad. Seriously. And
A
no.
life? I don't know. Anyway, I do have another date on Sunday. I do have another date on Sunday. But that guy I met on Facebook dating app. I give him my number. I send him a picture. Well, I didn't send him a picture. He sends me a fucking picture. I just completely just ignored it like I always do when they send me fucking pictures. Then he says buenos dias, and then I sent him a text message and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish. Do you speak English?" I did that dumb shit because why buenos dias? So then he gives me a laugh out loud, and he's like, "I don't speak it either." Again, why are you telling me this?
Why would you start a conversation that way then if you don't freaking what the
Because like I said, it was supposed to impress me. I think they want, so that was one other, I was going to do that too, of what impresses you. Because a lot of things that these men do to try to impress me does not impress me. I'm not impressed by your picture. I'm not impressed by your sob story. I'm not impressed by your lack of vocabulary skills that you obviously have by saying buenos dias.
why did why would you start a conversation like that if you don't even know how to speak the damn language?
They
I
do it
don't
to me
get it.
all the fucking time. I can't stand it. It drives me fucking crazy. It really drives me fucking crazy. So now, but he said, "Do you have any plans this weekend?" I said no, which I did, but I always say no, and that because I never know who's gonna fail me. And then he goes, he's like, oh, and he was just like, "Well, you do now." I said, "Well, I don't remember a date and a time." And he was like, so he sends me this little clip. It's some type of drone thing on the beach. And he's like, and I'm like, okay, so what's this? I said, well, what time? He said, and he's like, he's still giving me like these lines. He's still giving me like these pickup lines. Well, never look backwards, always look forward and stuff, stupid shit like that. So now I'm like, okay, well, I'll meet you there. I said, what time? He said 6 o'clock. So 6 o'clock we're supposed to go to this drone thing at the beach, and it's gonna, and we could watch the sunlight and blah 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 blah. And so like, what's up, the moon for
You got me. I don't have a damn clue.
it's not sunrise. What's when the sun goes down?
Sunset. Okay, sunset. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. I'm so damn confused. Why are you giving somebody pickup lines? You're already.
Because again, he's trying to impress me, and because he's not really impressing me, I think that's the reason why. That was what, Tuesday.
Impressing me that you're full of bullshit is what you're doing.
I haven't heard from him since, but we're supposed to be going out Sunday. Now, I already got plans. I was planning to go to another day party. This time I'm not going to be so damn eager. I have another day party to go to on Sunday.
Yeah, don't approach any men. Don't go in there. I don't approach men because I didn't.
Say that again?
I said, go in there with the same attitude. I don't approach men.
I approach men all the fucking time. I always approach men.
I'm just laughing at that guy, what he said about I don't approach women. Oh, Jesus.
He said he never, ever. He said he never approached women.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
You ain't got the confidence enough to approach a woman.
He was born in 2014, which is 10 years younger than me. He looked about 10 years older than me. And now I realize why he does, because he's an alcoholic and he's addicted to drugs.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know.
Did you say he was born in 2014?
What he said? She said, yeah.
The fuck?
I said that shit all wrong too. He graduated high school in 2004. I just say 14 though. How old would he be? Was 2014? 10?
14. Like 20.
Child, 10. Yeah. Because my son was born in 2015. That's why I'm like, what the fuck? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
He ain't even old enough.
That's illegal right there, Adrian. That's illegal.
Exactly. I think you're blessed about not even gonna do that. But
did you see what Susu wrote down there? That's funny as shit. That's exactly what that dude did with that shit.
what did he do?
With the Buenos Dias thing, where he didn't even speak the language, but he was a Spanish-speaking woman.
Oh, she said because of her mother, her dad was a Spanish wannabe. So he was trying to be Spanish too because of her mother. So I think, Adrian, that's the problem you got. You look like you're Hispanic. So because you look like that, that's how they approach you.
Yeah.
He looks way more Italian than he does Hispanic.
I'm clearly talking in English. I mean, like, I'm clearly talking.
No, that's because you heard her talk, Charles.
No.
When they see her, they haven't heard her speak, so they're thinking she's Spanish. So I'm telling you, that's the thing. It's the way she looks. It's not her. When she talks, we already know she's from New York, child. That's not the question that she came from Puerto Rico or Mexico or anywhere. We know that then. But she got to speak first. When she speaks, it's a shocker because it doesn't match the way she looks.
Well, I guess I would say that I know that she looks very Italian because my mother was very Italian. So I was raised by an Italian woman. So just saying.
I look like your mom, Charles.
You have some characteristics of my mom with your skin tones and things of that nature to a point. But yeah. But
Good morning, Susu.
Good morning. No, my mother, Mommy Money, she was your complexion, but she was the Spanish one, and she was from Panama. My father looked like, I'll say, I'll be sure, just a black man from Georgia. So he would play off it so much. And so when she died, my stepmother, she's from Puerto Rico. It's like he so loves Spanish women. And my father used to be able to dance really good when they were alive, but don't get me wrong. But he just it was my sister and I'd like, oh, like, does he stuff with this? Like, he'll just walk down the street and just start speaking. It's a little bit of Spanish he learned from my mother. Oh, which is so embarrassing. Like, would this man stop?
But Susu, I'm sure that happens to you a lot. Do men just start talking to you in Spanish?
No.
You look less Spanish than I do. I don't know. And then to me, it's like, if you don't speak, because what happens if I did speak Spanish?
Right.
he'd be screwed.
Back to you. What was your response going to be back to me? Good morning, Miss Kate. Good
Nick
morning.
said
Rose,
he'd be
what do you say at
screwed.
that point? After his few little statements, they stupid at that
It
point.
sounds stupid, right? Because I ain't gonna like, oh, let me get my Google Translate. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Why would you even start something that you know you can't fucking finish? I guess I have to do that penis thing too. I guess again. Why would you start?
So I got a question for y'all then. Am I the opposite? Because when men approach me that look like they're from another country or speak another language, I get startled. Because I know I can't speak back to them. I can't, you speak that language. So I'm scared, like, oh, hell, if you speak Spanish, I ain't going to even know what you're saying or know how to respond back. So I kind of be sitting there startled and looking like a deer in headlights because I don't know what language they're going to spit out.
You're right. Because I did the same fucking thing too. Because I'm like, oh please, especially if I so if they are approaching me and start speaking to me, I'm like a deer in headlights too. Because I'm like, oh shit, I do not know, I don't understand. I know, like I said, I know basic ninth grade Spanish. You know, like no habla español. I know that.
Right.
I could pass. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't know anything. So yeah, I'm not saying way too mama, but I'm a deer in headlights. So I'm like, oh please don't come talk to me in Spanish because I have no idea what you're gonna say. But it's the ones that I already know don't speak Spanish that since they want to talk about buenos dias. That's the reason why I came back to him and said. So I haven't heard from him. So that was
Thank you,
Tuesday.
Miss Shay.
Thank you, Miss Shay. Thank you, Miss Shay. Miss Shay does amazing fucking videos about. She goes a lot. I told about being outside. This woman is always outside. So yeah, I haven't heard, so my date with him is on Sunday. So we're gonna see how that works. Because I haven't heard from him since. Because I don't think I was supposed to get words of affirmation, stroke his fucking ego, and I didn't. So I doubt if I even see him. But we'll see.
I'm going to Texas on Tuesday, finally.
I love that. Are you excited?
I am.
I'm excited for you. Are you scared? Are you nervous?
I'm more nervous about the fucking plane than anything else.
I know because you said that before too.
That's on my issue. I would have been back, but
So how long is the flight for you?
it's
How many hours?
oh gosh. Like I'm leaving at 12 and I get there around 4 because I got to take 2 flights.
Right, and then the time change.
Okay, I got you.
And the time changes, yep. So
I know because when I go visit my son in Arizona, that flight feel like it's forever. From Florida, Arizona, that seems like it's the longest fucking flight. It feels like 6. Well, it's probably I think it's. I don't know if it's. I still don't even know. It's been 10 years since he's been there, and I still don't know if it's 6 hours or 4 hours, but it feels like 8 hours.
That's because all the layovers you got to do.
Not even if it's a straight fucking flight, it's because of time change. You know, Arizona doesn't change the hours, so it's 3 hours regardless, right? So if I'm leaving at 1, and like Susu said, she's leaving at 1, but she's getting at 4. 4 really on our time is like 9. You know what I'm saying? It's like 3 hours ahead. So it's like our body. It's like that jet lag shit.
it's something where like from where I live, you can go directly to Dallas, and that'll take 2.5 hours. But to go to Houston, it's 2 planes, which makes no sense to me.
That doesn't make any sense.
Like, because it's a smaller airport, though, I guess.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense because
Yeah, that's it. It's a smaller airport. Less planes are going. But that's just like for me leaving here to go to Las Vegas. It's a 4-hour flight, but it's like an hour difference in time when I arrive.
right.
So it's like if I leave at 12 noon, I'll arrive in Las Vegas at 1 p.m., which is strange, but I've been on a flight for 4 hours.
Right.
They don't make it very convenient because there's one flight. If I left here, I would go to DC and then from DC to Dallas, which makes no sense to me.
No, because we're going. That's like the guy that wanted to take the helicopter that said he had a layover in fucking New York and then to come back to Tampa. It makes sense to
So
me.
I know that all too well when I missed my direct flight to Texas on Thursday. And on Friday morning I had to fly out, go to Las Vegas, do a 2-hour layover, and then I didn't end up in Texas until 5 p.m., leaving here at 6 a.m. So
Wow.
and Texas is only a 2.5 hour flight for me.
Wow.
But it took me from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. to get there the next day because I had to take a different route since there were no direct flights going to Dallas.
Yeah, DFW is a big ass.
That's what I would mostly be scared of is because I've been recently, maybe the last year or so, I have not heard a lot of people having good stories, no matter what airline it is. with these flights being canceled, with the layovers, with being delayed, having to go from, again, having layovers that don't make any sense. I've been at a lot of horror stories of people being stuck in the airport. So I'm sorry, Susu, I don't mean to jinx you.
We good. We good.
Because there's not as many planes flying anymore. They're not booking the planes like they used to. A lot of people not flying, so they don't have as many planes flying. With less planes flying, there's less flights, less
I
routes
agree.
too.
And I because I noticed there's not a lot of pilots. Okay, because always a lot of times the thing is like, oh, the pilot, we don't have a pilot to take this flight, and I'm like, what happened to all the pilots? Like with when my son's father was going back to New York, his flight got canceled like twice, and he was like, and it was a big plane company, so it wasn't like the bullshit ones. It was a big plane one, and they got canceled twice. They rescheduled, and like at the last minute, they're like, he had to be there within an hour, and he was going through all these complications. And I'm like, what is going on? Even when he got to Florida, he had problems as well. So, all right, I don't mean to. We're not gonna talk about that. It's just you're gonna have a quick flight, and when you get there, it's gonna be well worth it. It's gonna be well worth it.
If I hang up, it's because I'm at work. I'm working now, so.
Okay, I wanted to go through my question of the day. So you let me know if you want my money. I'll give you some time to think about it because I know you've been up here for a while. But since Susu gotta go work, I'm gonna ask you, Susu. We always talk about my word of the day was service, right? And and I came to think that's when I got into the 5 languages, but that's not really what it was about. It was really about acts of service. And when was the last time you received acts of service? So when I was Googling, my pad. I always gotta write everything down because I'm an old lady. So when I Google the word service is, let me see. To perform a role or volunteer freely. So when somebody volunteer freely gives you something or does something for you, it was you didn't demand them, you didn't ask them. They just saw a need and they provided that need for you. Acts of service, right? So when was the last time, Mom, if you want to go so super good, think about it, or either way, I don't know. Or when was the last time somebody did an act of service for you?
Oh, I've got one. My daughter the other day when I was booking my flight to go to Dallas in September, I was going, make a long story short, she's like, Mommy, I'll take you to Charlotte because it's a cheaper flight. And I'm always the type of person, I don't want to make my kids do nothing out of the way for me. She's like, nah. She was like, my friends stay there, I'm going to take you. And why are you going to pay that much money for a flight when you can just leave out of Charlotte? And she heard me talking and I didn't even ask her. And I thought that was so sweet that she would do that for me because hell, I don't want to drive 2 hours to go drop somebody off to an airplane.
Right.
But
Exactly.
yeah, I thought that was the sweetest thing in the world.
That is really sweet. And that's what Charles was saying too, that when he's sick and doesn't feel well, his kids step up and do things for him and help out without him even having to ask, without him having to say anything about it. They know that he's sick, there's a need, and they go ahead and provide for his needs. That's the same thing. I love that, Susu. Let me ask you something, Susu. You see how I'm not gonna bring it up again.
What?
All right. I'm gonna bring it up. Okay? Did you hear what I said? What do you think about that, Susu? So my mother was saying that I'm ugly when I don't smile. Charles thought it was like the end of the world was fucking gonna end because how would a parent say that to a child? How do you feel about that?
Well, that's what I was laughing about. Okay, that's that New York shit that New York parents teach you to be so tough because I don't know if they don't want the world to get you or I don't know what it is. And my sister's like that too. So my nieces are really tough. I didn't do that to my kids because I'm the one who didn't like it. But because it makes you have little complexes sometimes. But they were so harsh, but you knew they loved you. You knew it was coming from love. So I laughed. That's why I put in the comments. I was like, that's definitely some New York bullshit. But that's what they do. And they don't mean no harm. But it's to give you some backbone.
I respect both of you and both of your opinions 110%, but I don't see how that's good to tell someone they're ugly.
No, like I will say this, like my ex, when it came to raising our kids, I would be so impatient because that's how I was raised with impatience. And I'd be like, what the hell is wrong with you, stupid? And my ex was like, don't talk to my kids like that. And then from that point on, he was like, he checked me. And I was just like, ugh. But I didn't think it was nothing mean. He was like, words hurt. He was like, that's going to stay with them forever. And I never looked at it like that. And once I looked at it that way, then I stopped with some of my stuff. But because I wasn't like with helping them write, little kindergarten, first year old
Right.
homework and stuff. And that's how my mother treated me. Like she would say that to me, like, "Oh my gosh, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
How many times did I tell you something? What are you
Feel like
dumb?
that.
Are you stupid?" The R
Right.
word was used, So
Right. But did that make you feel that way when she said it?
I didn't care. Like, so words don't bother me. I don't care what people say. Like we were raised with that. What's the sticks and stones can break your bones, but words don't hurt. So that's how we felt about it.
Right.
Every now and then, one might sting a little bit, but you shake it off and you say,
Yeah. Right. Right. Exactly. See, and that's a really good old time saying, right? That people that we things that we used to say when we were growing up, we start here that people don't say no more. Because now everything words are so important. Like you could tell me all these things on the app, and I'm like, oh, I'm so hurt because you said that to me. But some
right.
people really can't take it. Some people really can't take it. Like I'm not even, okay, nobody's in here. But we know when Mr. Washington used to walk around calling people dorks. Like people could not take that shit. They were like, oh, he called me a dork, and I'm like, he's a dork. You know how stupid that is.
Who's Mr. Washington?
A friend of ours on this app, and I was like, well, big friend of mine maybe.
Oh, is he he wears like overalls and stuff?
Yep, he the smooth talking overall wearing man. That's him.
I've never like I know who he is. We follow one another, but I've never encountered him to know how he acts. I know nothing about the man, so.
Right. Well, to me, all right, but what was I even talking about?
Wah, I'm sorry.
You threw me off, Susu. But anyway, he used to call people dorks. All right, he used to call people dorks, and people used to be so mad that they would call him that he was calling a dork, and I'm like, that's just a word. And it's actually out of all the words he could have fucking said, why would the word dork actually offend you? So, right, so that's the way to say calling somebody ugly, or like to me, I would think calling somebody ugly or stupid or is a lot worse than being called a dork. So yeah, so this guy that I'm supposed to be having a lot. Did you hear that part, Susu?
Uh-huh.
This guy that wants to have a live with me so he could tell me off in like one word that's gonna have me in my feelings.
Oh no, I didn't know that, but I wouldn't be attending that. I mean, what the fuck? Yeah, I got this X button in the top of the screen, and when it gets to be too much in TikTok land, you just click the X
But he
and
wants
walk
to do it in
away.
person. That's supposed to be our date, I guess. That's our
Oh, he
date.
wants he wants to roast you in person or cuss you out in person.
Yeah. Well, I have to meet up with him because I have his earbuds. So I have to meet up with him in person. And in the meantime, so while we were talking during the week, he's been listening to my on my lives are downloaded on YouTube. So he's been listening to my lives on YouTube, and he thinks I demasculate men and that I don't let no men talk and I don't, blah 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 blah. And he feels like he could shut me down. That he's not like those other men who let me get away with it. He feels like he could shut me down. He even bet me $100, and he could do that with just one word.
That he don't have Susu because he trying to pick up his damn earbuds. If he had $100, he could buy a new pair.
Oh, yeah, she was at work. She was at work. Okay, so Mama Money. He said he had plenty of pairs. That's the reason I was his excuse of why he didn't pick them up yet. Hey Tyrese. So Mama Money, when was the last time somebody did it to you? Acts of service.
Okay, so I was going to comment on the part where you said your mom said you were ugly when you don't smile. Well, people curse their kids, Charles, by telling them they're beautiful, they're pretty, they're handsome. They'll curse some like that too because not everybody is beautiful, pretty, and handsome. And some people will
That's
walk out the
smart.
door with
That's
their
smart.
head so high, and the world will knock it down so quick and
But
make you feel like you are the smallest in
Mm-hmm.
the world. And that could really torment or torture somebody, and they live in trauma the rest of their life because their
They
mama or
will
daddy
lie to
brought them up
all your
thinking they
life.
were the most beautiful person in the world, and the world said you are the ugliest something we ever seen. So I mean, it's like a catch 22. It can help, it can hurt, and you can also hurt by encouraging and pushing and making confidence that shouldn't be there.
Overinflated. Overinflated.
Yep.
Because I
Yep.
used to tell my
I
ex-husband
do
all the
feel
time,
that
like,
way.
nobody told you about yourself before. Like, I couldn't believe the shit that he was doing that people used to let him get away with. And I'm like, ain't nobody ever told you that you,
Yeah,
like,
and they think it's okay.
and
They
they think
think
it's
it's normal.
okay. Right, exactly.
Hmm.
I don't know, the truth hurts sometimes.
But
Okay.
I do have an active service child. I didn't like it, and I ain't accepting it well. But my daughter, while we was sitting here, I had made my cup of coffee, right? So I'm outside. I smoke a cigarette, and she is in the kitchen making another cup of coffee with a pile of sugar and a little bit of coffee and a whole bunch of damn creamer. So she wasted my sugar, my creamer, and my damn coffee trying to make me another cup. Now it was a kind act of service. She meant well. But the turnout and the results were not great. The coffee did not taste good. I couldn't drink it, and she done wasted all my damn sugar and cream. So there's my active service this morning. I just had it a few minutes ago.
I love that Mama Money. She's so beautiful. Oh, I love that she even tried. But you see how that works about this five love languages. That would be she in her heart. She was giving that too. She was giving that act of service. She was doing making her mommy coffee. Oh, how fucking cute is that? And you're like, this sugar did it. So just because it's her, I think it should be more about because it made her happy. It made her feel good that she was giving it to you. Oh, I love that so much. And thank you for a great fucking example. This was easier than I thought it was gonna be. That's what Charles said too. Charles said that he would mail it back. But then I didn't want to get lost. And then he already obviously has my address of where it's at because the earbud's been here for all fucking week. So I don't want him just showing up in my fucking house. But I got something for him to do. But anyway, that's what the story is. I should be live later on tonight so that we can see what happens. If
He
you don't,
probably stay with his old lady, so if you mail him back, he gonna be in trouble. He ain't gonna give you no address.
yeah. Well, I'm meeting him somewhere to give him his earbuds back. I'm definitely meeting him somewhere, and I'm gonna give him back. Now, while we meeting, we're supposed to be giving his earbuds. He'd rather do that than actually, have smacks or something, because he didn't say meeting at a hotel. He didn't say anything of that. Because we could go, and then, so when I mentioned it to him, even too, he's like, "Oh, I was gonna say we could do the podcast after we had." He was gonna say that, and what makes you think I want to fucking be on the internet after we had smacks anyway? Like, come on now. I should be worn out. I shouldn't even want to do nothing. The fact, let me go on the internet. After I smacks, get out of here with that dumb shit. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the live. Let me go ahead and go with, what was I going to say? Something that happened yesterday that you're thankful for. So, of course, I had to write it down because I have to write down everything. I actually got a new homework. I'm going to get a new journal because I have some things that I want to research. So, I'm going to have to get a new journal for that. But my things that I'm thankful for. Yes, I've had this hiring class and I had to hire a bunch of people, and that relieved a lot of work from me. So yesterday I was able to work from home and actually do it from my laptop on my bed. Usually I had to do it in my office where I had 5 different computer screens and I'm like did it all over the place. But now since I have less work, I was able to just do it from my bed on my laptop with one screen because that's how easy it was. So that's what I'm thankful for. I am thankful for that. So Charles, what happened? Oh, ladies first. I was gonna say, Mama Money. When you are ready,
Thank you.
tell me something that happened yesterday that you're thankful for. Jeez, all right.
I'm thankful that I wasn't in as much pain as I've been the last 6 days since this surgery. I felt a little better yesterday, and I feel like maybe I'm healing a little now. So that was the good thing from yesterday.
That's always a good thing to feel better. It's always it's an amazing thing to feel better. So I know, and my mother was going back to New York to get a knee surgery, and I kept on telling her she don't need a knee surgery. So in replace of the knee surgery, she got Ozempic or whatever. So she figures that she loses weight, her knees won't hurt her. Not that she's 83 years old, but just because so she loses weight, her knees not gonna hurt her so much. So that's what she's been doing. So because to me, like that's pain. Any type of surgery is pain. It's gonna and a lot of times us women have no choice but to keep it moving, and they can't just sit there and have somebody sit there and do everything for us. We have to do it ourselves because we don't have no fucking choice, which makes us be in pain and heal even harder and longer. I had to get that spiel out there because You know, I'm a man hater. But no, I met him Susu and that's how I know him. I met him I don't know if, I don't know what I met him in person. I picked him up at a fucking bar and I was trying to have some sex with him and this pickle didn't work. I'm not going over it again. I'm gonna let you know. We're gonna do a recap. We're gonna recap on my date when I'm actually on the second date and see if we go live together and see if he could shut me up with one word. See if that happens. Charles, tell me something that happened. I'm trying to think. Do I need another cup? Oh, and then did I tell you? You know, and another thing. He works at a factory. He works at a coffee factory. Charles, did you hear me say that? He said he gets free coffee.
Yeah, and I don't know how he doesn't smell it. That's
I was able to find something good in him. He works at a coffee. I know. I don't know how you don't smell coffee beans.
Yeah, I'm confused about that as well. Something that happened good yesterday for me is I finally got to talk to the gastrosurgeon, and he is starting to move forward on getting my surgery set up and stuff. So.
Oh, well, okay, that's good. I guess that's good because that's going to be a lot of pain too, right?
Well, it is, but it will alleviate a lot of daily issues that happen with my Crohn's disease. So.
Right, and then look, so then your kids are going to be able to help you out. At least you got your kids that are old enough that can help you out.
That is very true. Absolutely, they are, and they're awesome when they help.
Mama Money's daughter helped her out. She made her coffee today. I love it. She don't love it though. Do you think that was a great story? Oh, thank you, Krista. Sorry. My money's doing things. Crystal, I'm not repeating myself.
Hey, Crystal.
I'm so, thanks. I don't want to repeat my story, but I have a story. Crystal, nobody's in here. Did you hear Poozy go off yesterday? That shit was the most funniest fucking thing yesterday. Sorry.
That was the second time. She had went out the day before yesterday when it all happened on his live. She went off on the live, girl. It was so funny. So she was just talking to her normal. And then all of a sudden she said, "Who the fuck are you? You ain't the same person I've been talking to." I said, "Oh, here we go. Round one."
She had me dying, and I was trying so hard not to comment or anything, but she had me. I think she's so fucking funny. I was laughing so fucking hard, but yeah. I know not a lot of people do, but I like.
Her and LT were fighting yesterday.
I know.
So they ain't friends. Well, hell, I don't even know. She was fighting with LT Mud yesterday.
Yeah, I know. And listen, I was yeah, I was listening, and it was a lot. It was definitely a lot yesterday, and I mean, like I said, I have a good time. I laugh, but it's not funny. I mean, again, it's one of those things. You gotta accept people for who they fucking are and just move around. Move accordingly with them. You can't sit there and change them or try to tell them how to be differently. If you sit back and just look at people, you know who they are. You either deal with it or you don't fucking deal with it. That's it's very simple. We can sit here and talk about it and talk about it and talk about it and talk about it forever. But unless somebody else, it is what it fucking is. So and that's all. That's it, right, Crystal? I know. So I'm gonna end my live. Did I say you told me what you was thankful? Yes, you did. And like them exactly. Because the thing is that we don't have to be everybody's friend, and I think that's what. Hey, Al. I think that's a lot of. I don't know where that comes from. That we have to be everybody's friend. I don't think we need to be everybody's fucking friend. I think we could be cordial people. You know what I mean? And be polite. Like when somebody opens up the fucking door, say thank you. Thank you for joining the team. But I don't think that a lot of times people got to be forced into friendships, and I think that's dumb. If I don't like you, I don't fucking like you. I'm gonna be a friend.
I agree with that 100%. Have a great day. Appreciate you again.
Hold on, we gotta wait until let me finish making my coffee.
Okay, we're waiting. Gotcha.
I made another cup.
Well, child, I got a coffee maker for you. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but child, she'll make you some coffee.
Did you try to drink it in front of her? Or did you say that shit was nasty?
Girl, hold on 1 minute.
Hey, Scott. I gotta clean my, what do you call it? Look at this. I bought this creamer because it was on sale, and it's Almond milk and oat milk. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
She drinking her own coffee.
Oh, she's drinking her own coffee. Okay. I love that she wants to be like mommy. I love that. Let me ask you something, Mom Lenny. Does that mean you're training her to be a wife?
Child, I don't know what she training for. She just do whatever I do. She do homework. She type on the computer. She make coffee. So y'all know what I do every day because she got them damn pet. Now I don't know what else she gonna learn, but she done learned them tasks right there. So she got this damn pet.
That's why it's so important watching what we do and what we say around our kids because that's a prime example. She's over here. She knows about how to make coffee too. Hey, Kayla. Yeah. She knows exactly how to make coffee because she's sitting there watching. You don't think she's paying attention, but she's paying attention. That's I think.
Right, and she don't even speak or nothing. She just came in here when I wasn't in here and got a cup, got a coffee cup, got sugar, got cream. She didn't get no other ingredients. Them the only three things she got. Came to the coffee pot, set up shop, and made the coffee. So she been paying attention and she know what to use and what not to use. Y'all be careful around these kids, cause child they pick up on everything. They be watching you when you don't think they watching you.
That's why it's so important. That's why it's so important to be paying attention. Because I think that we think that they're young, that we don't. But it's so weird because they always say that we're supposed to be childlike, right? The Bible says we're supposed to be childlike. So why would they say that? If we, we wasn't, because we that's the time they're so pure and innocent. We don't even notice that they are watching us and listening to us and paying attention to it because we think they're in their own little world of watching cartoons and shit. But meanwhile, she knows how to make a cup of coffee. I love that, and that just goes to show how smart she is. I love that. I love that. My grandson was how fucking adorable. But because he was coming from Arizona, he had that time change thing going on, and so it was 12 o'clock at night. And he was still bouncing off the fucking walls, and I'm like going to bed. I'm tired. Thank you, Al, for reaching the goal.
So let me give you another something to laugh about. Why, when we were just a few minutes ago, she went back in my closet, and got the 2 suitcases. So she know it's Friday. No, she know it's Friday. She think her daddy coming, so she went to go get the suitcases to pack her clothes up so she can go with her daddy. So even though she don't speak, she know the days of the week. She know what time of day it is and all of that. But she don't tell me none of this. I could just figure it out by her actions that she knows it. So I believe me when I tell you they watch everything. And they even pay attention and know the days and the time and all of that. So she don't have a clock that she's looking at, but she damn sure know it's Friday. Because she woke up Friday morning to get her suitcase.
It's so cute but so dangerous at the same time. But it's so cute and how smart that she is. But especially because when they're used to routines, right? When we give our kids routines, and then all of a sudden, that's the reason why when we ramble up there, just I guess that's how it is with these stupid ass men on TikToks. They have a routine of saying the same story over and over and over again. And then when we interrupt them, they're off their fucking rocker. Like, oh, my routine of rehearsal, saying the same story. Now you're all these types of things. Then you having a temper tantrum. To just act like kids. Sorry, Charles. Not you, Charles. Not you, Charles. You don't do that. But a lot of men do. They act like little 5-year-olds because that's what's gonna happen. Like you mess up her routine. I bet you when you start telling her that her daddy's not coming today, I bet you she's gonna have a little fit.
Yep. And be packing up shit, trying to leave out of here like she could go by herself. Right. Yep, sure is.
They are definitely smarter than what we were looking. No, I don't know if they're that. I don't think they were smart. Well, maybe they are probably smarter because they know how to do a lot more. I couldn't believe my grandson knew how to work a fucking cell phone. He's 3. He'll be 4 in December. He knew how to work a cell phone. He knew exactly what TV shows. He knew how to, because then he wanted a toy, and then he knew where to go to Amazon to find the fucking toy. He's 3.
That's right. That's right, because Christiana get on her tablet and she go find the skates and the bicycles and shit she want and bring me a picture of it. Now, you can't talk, but you can type in the goddamn skates and bicycles and shit. How you find all this on Amazon? And know that's where you buy it from. She ain't finding pictures of it where it's on Google. She going to Amazon where they got where you can buy it, put it in the cart, and get what she want. She gonna show me where to go get it and which one she want. And she ain't gonna tell me about it. She just gonna show me.
I'm gonna show you. See, actions speak. Those are one of those things that words about actions speak louder than words. The action is because now I know exactly where to go. So I'm not gonna sit there and say, "But I want it. But buy me this. But buy me this. But buy me this." She's like, you know what? Let me take the words right out of it, and here you go. I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'm gonna show you exactly where to go. My grandson was sitting there reading. He thought he was reading because I bought him some books when I went to one of these festivals. I love collecting children's books, especially when they are authors, of ordinary people that sit there and will write books for children. Because not adults usually don't do that. They were like, so I had bought him some books, and he was sitting there just reading like he thought he was reading. He was looking at the pictures, and he was going word for word exactly what was going on based on. And I was like, oh my god, he's so freaking smart. I don't remember doing that at 3 years old. I don't remember doing any of that. I remember sleeping all the time or like hiding underneath tables. I remember kissing boys, but I don't remember
mud pies and mud puddles.
You,
Mud pies and mud puddles. Remember, that's what I remember. But 3, I don't remember any of that other shit. No, yeah, mud pies and mud puddles. Yep.
I agree. All right, let me go ahead and end this live. I do have to go sign into work at 8:30, but let me go get my little. I'm on this page for at least a week. I got bananaed off my other page because I was offering people because I was starting to think, Charles. I don't know if you heard this. I was starting to think like, well, maybe it's me, right? So maybe my punani stink, and maybe that's the reason why all these men that I've been with, like maybe had like a bad juju on me, right? They can't get it up. I have all these fucking horrible dating stories, so I was thinking that maybe that's the reason why. So I was offering men to come and try and find out if that was the case. And then I got banana for soliciting.
Well, look, if I'm on your ass, it's only because they're changing the terms and conditions, which are changing today. So I'm doing a live tonight, and I'm going to cover the terms and conditions, the changes that are happening, and I'm also going to cover how you can protect your page. So if you are a creator, if you go live, feel free to hop on in the live, ask your questions, and get it all out because you probably want to know what the changes are going to be since they are so drastic. They are snatching pages left and right. So I'm now TikTok manager because I kind of saw this coming based on a lot of the changes they were doing and the things that were happening. So they don't really want us to do much of anything on here besides go live and talk and not do too much talking or cursing. But you're welcome. If anyone would like to join, and you especially, I'm going to make sure.
Have a date. Remember, have a date.
Yeah, you can go on your date. It's okay because I already come through here to make sure you good and your page is good. I can see your analytics. So, of course, anybody that wants the information details, please feel free to come through the live. If you need an agent, I'll be more than happy to add you to the team. And you can also hang around with Adrienne because she's one of my prime stars.
Really? I'm a 5-star. I'm a star. Thank you so much, Mom Money. And yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing because I keep on getting in a lot of trouble. But I'm gonna make it a good thing. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna make sure because I don't know about what's going on with this guy tonight, but I'm definitely gonna go ahead and make sure was an agent. Make sure. And the thing again, that's one of your acts of service, Mama Money, that you are providing, that you do it unbiasedly. And so I love the fact that you were able to do it. I wish you would have done this a long time ago. Honestly, you do. But I'm glad that you jumped on the bandwagon now, and you are able to because you was doing it for free anyway. You were telling people all these little tips and trades and stuff like that about what was going on TikTok because you are very well read in TikTok because I don't have the patience to read. If it's something's more than fucking 3 sentences, I'm like, I ain't trying to read that shit. I'll just take the clip notes from somebody else. So that is definitely come Susu to Mama Money's live tonight so that she can go ahead and explain what she does. She does way more than I'm displaying it. To me, she goes like she was saying, analytics, right? Hi, Uncle Sneaky Lee. So I think that she will let you know more where you could get better at, where you could, what things you should do, what things you can't do. I know she said it earlier. I'm saying that. Oh, thank you for joining us. Okay.
Yes, so yes, Susu, come on through to the live. Of course, I'll explain exactly what I do as an agent. I can't speak for other agents. So as an agent, I'm here to help you build your community, your page, keep your page, protect your page. Make sure you don't get it taken away by TikTok. If you're looking to monetize, to make sure you monetize. If you're a battler, we make sure we get the battle set up that you need to get to the stages and levels that you want to get to. And then if you're doing ASMR, we have some other things for you as you're doing ASMR. So it doesn't matter what side of TikTok you're on or what you're doing. Basically, you would get with me and let me know what your goal is. We're going to make a plan and we'll get you to that goal. I'll be able to watch your page and analytics and things of that sort to make sure you're on track, making and reaching the goals that you're looking to do. That's about it.
And that'd be perfect for her, Mama Money. Look at Susu's comment. You asked that'd be, yeah. Send her over to Mama Money's way. She definitely is a good. And then again, she does this with a pure heart. I don't know anything about that battling world. I don't know anything about it. I don't know how it works. I know there's a rhyme or reason to it. There's a way to do things, or when you're supposed to do things, how it's supposed to be done. That's a whole different way. A lot of stuff that I really don't want to learn, but I know that it is good for getting your numbers the way that it needs to be, right?
That's right.
Okay. So that'll be when I'm motivated. Maybe you could, or I could listen to you talk about somebody else. Let's practice. You want to practice? Okay, Crystal, we could practice. That'd be a great idea. I don't think I've ever had anybody to practice with. Maybe that's what it was. So that somebody could show me how it's fucking done. Because okay, so let me ask you something about this. One thing that I noticed that I do a lot. I don't know when if I go, so somebody's it happened with I think Nitra was battling Sauce Santana, right? And I walked in there because it was just amazing to me, and I went in there and I wanted to be part of the battle, right? So I just started tapping. How come every time I go into a place and start being in somebody's tapping, the gloves automatically come out? How do I change that?
You can't change it because on a battle, when you initially start tapping, that's what you're going to see is the gloves. You'll see the gloves for the first 100 taps. After you tap 100 times, then it's going to turn to just regular taps. And that's only because it's a battle. In the battle, when you tap 100 times, whoever you're tapping for gets an automatic 3 points. So you don't even have to give a gift. If you tap 100 times in a battle to support someone, then you automatically give them 3 points from TikTok.
Okay, so are those the same gloves? Because I remember doing those gloves, and they're like, "No, you're not supposed to throw the gloves yet." But I'm like, "I didn't do it on purpose." Are those the same gloves?
Those are not the same gloves. The
Okay.
gloves that you're talking about for the booster gloves are down in the gift box. You'll have to actually hit the gift box, hit exclusive at the very bottom. Exclusive is another folder of gifts at the bottom. And once you hit exclusive, if you have a glove, you'll see a backpack. And inside of that backpack will be the booster glove. And that's how you would release the booster glove to get 5 times the points in a battle.
I've never noticed it.
But those little gloves that pop up when you tap, those are just showing that you're doing the tapping for the 100 taps for 3 points. So that's all it means. So everyone gets that no matter who you are, you'll see those gloves pop up if you're tapping in a battle.
Okay, thank you. Because I was afraid that I was fucking shit up, right? So that's what I was doing, was waiting to when somebody would say gloves, and then I would start tapping. But I was like, why do I gotta wait to that moment to start tapping when I could have been tapping this whole entire time? But I was always afraid to be giving out the gloves, and then they'd be like, no, don't bring out the gloves. Thank you, Uncle Sneaky Lee, for my populars. Thank you so
Hey,
much.
Uncle Sneaky Link, thank you for the populars. Yes, and when you go into people's lives, if you throw the popular gifts, that helps. If you look up at the very top, it helps for the popular lives and the daily rankings. So it pushes you up a little bit more than some of the other 1 cent gifts, although they are still the same amount. The populars actually boost your page out to the FYP page and to more viewers.
Okay. Okay, so that's the reason why people keep on saying getting the populars. But why they make them so hard to find? Because you have to go to the exclusive and then find them the populars there, right?
That's right, because it's part of the team goal. So your team goal counts double. So as far as the orange hearts at the top, that's why we always say make sure you grab your orange heart as soon as you get in the room. That starts your team goal. Then as you send the populars, it increases and adds to the team goal. Now you as a supporter get credit for that as well. So whether you realize it or not, you get credit too for giving the populars and for taking the orange heart because it shows diamonds in the back of your analytics as a supporter or commenter. And if you accumulate enough of those, then on Wednesday, TikTok will be ready to send you a check as well. May only be a few dollars, but you'll still get a check.
Okay, good. Oh, thank you so much, Mama Money. So please go ahead and please follow Mama Money as well. She's gonna do a live about this tonight. She's one of our amazing new what they changed the name of that too, right? Are you guys
So
called?
I'm a TikTok manager. So I do an agency as well. So you can join as a creator in the agency. I do have some people that want to be agents. So if you do want to be an agent, please inbox me on the back end or go to the link in my bio and set up a free consultation because I'll need to send you a different link. So I do have some people that want to become managers or agents as well. You have that option. There are a few qualifications, but you can do that as well. So I TikTok sent an invitation about 3 months ago, and I didn't know exactly what it was myself. So I researched as well before I decided to take it on. So I'm here now. Here we go. And if you have any questions, I'm willing to share and give you all the details I have as well. Hey, LT, how you doing, love?
Is that
Y'all
our
follow LT and the Love Hub.
oh, the
She's also
love?
building her community and her page over there and doing a great job at it. So y'all
What?
make sure y'all follow Miss LT down at the bottom. This is one of her new pages, and she has another page too. So make sure you follow them all just in case.
I'm already following her on this page. How many pages does she have?
I think she got three. LT, you got three pages, right? I know this is one of them. So y'all make sure y'all follow this one, and you'll probably see on the other ones as well. Yep,
We know.
there you go. Look, she talking about literally.
We know. We've been up. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about these people on TikTok, Mama Money? Charles.
Run away. Just run away.
I love our big dysfunctional family. I think Mama Money had mentioned that. Hey, good morning, Amby. Mama Money had mentioned this before. It's just like to me, I feel like we just one big ass fucking family, and everybody has his place in his family. We spend a lot of times people on this app know more about us than our actual family does. So that's the reason why it's so important just to love up on each other and take care of each other and start finding the good in people instead of worrying about the bad, and know that we're all humans and we all go through emotions and we all go through things. But it's but we're gonna encounter each other just like with your family. Right? You're gonna encounter them again. So that's why it's just so wise to be mindful of what we say and what we do. On that note, I am gonna go ahead and my live. Oh wow. I'm gonna go ahead and in my live. You guys have a great night. I hope or day rather, because it is Friday. We are celebrating Friday. Well, that's good for you, Miss Touch. Thank you for so much for going ahead. And everybody, please go ahead and follow Miss Little at the Love Hub. Wait, Touch was dancing yesterday. She looked so cute. First of all, your hair looks really beautiful. But she was sitting there dancing. She put on that hat on. That's what I'm talking about, Touch. That's the touch that I love seeing. I love you guys. You have a great day. I will keep you posted on this date that I got on tonight and coming on later on tonight. See what happens. Mama Money, what time did you say you'd be live around? Around, because I know you.
So I think I'm gonna try 4 to 7. I'm gonna try 4 to 7, y'all. So I'm gonna try to get on here by 4.
Okay, so around 4 to 7. I work from home today, so yeah, I'm good. I'm supposed to be meeting this guy at 8:30, so. And I guess that means I could come and join you and listen in and find out what the heck is going on with the new rules and regulations that's being affected as of today on TikTok. I love you guys. Have a great day on purpose and be safe on these TikTok streets. Okay. All right, Chris. Oh, Crystal. All right, dear.
Okay, Crystal, thank you. I'll share it out though to make sure y'all know I'm live, and I may stay live a little bit longer since it's Friday night. But have a great day, Adrian. Love you.
Thank you. Love
Take
you
care.
too. You guys have a
Take care.
great day. And Crystal, I had you missed the whole damn story, but I went to a fraternity party on Saturday. Blue and white. I don't know what kind of fraternity that is, but that's what I went on. Oh, I know because I fucking text you and I asked you if I should wear blue. I said, Crystal, can I wear blue at the party? So I have a story about that. Yes, I know. I forgot that I asked you, but I figured that you would know. I was just like, am I supposed to wear blue? Is it like
They're probably Kappas, I guess, if they're blue.
I don't know. Well, I asked Crystal. I text Crystal in the morning asking her if I'm allowed to wear blue because I didn't want to insult people. Because you know, like if you were like a member, right? You can't wear blue or you can't wear red. So I didn't know if it was
Okay.
one of those things. So I didn't want to wear blue. Hey, Hassan. I didn't want to go ahead. Sigmas. Purple is Omega. Crystal, I don't. So blue and white.
Yep.
So Crystal never answered me back. Hi, Chris. Crystal never answered me back because I didn't know if I should wear blue or not. And so I asked Uncle Bernie. Uncle Bernie was just like he's like ask Vessel because he said Vessel, that was Vessel's fraternity. So I never asked Vessel and I just wore whatever I wore. But Uncle Bernie told me not to wear blue. He said that was an insult. I wasn't know. I didn't know if that was an insult if I was able to wear blue or not to a fraternity that I'm not part of. You did. You answered when I was on my way home. We answered a whole day later. And they are red. See, I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, all I know is blue or red. I don't know is Crips and Bloods. That's all I know. I know Latin Kings and Nietas. I mean, I know what's the Salvadorian one called? Like I know members. I don't know frats or sororities. That wasn't part of my life at all. That was all right. I love you on this live. I love you guys. You have a great rest of your days. It's a long story, Crystal. It's a fucking long story. You should wake up early. And I just don't feel like repeating it over and over because it's been a long going Sigma saga. And the saga is supposed to continue tonight because I met a guy there and I'm supposed to hang out with him again tonight. So the saga will continue. I love you guys and I will talk to you later. Bye.
Take care.